Here is a requested tutorial on how to draft this stylish underbust blazer dress with front slit. So if this is something you like, kindly hit on the subscribe button. Now we're going to start drafting from the back pattern, which I'll mark the zipper. For your zipper, you need 1 inch or 1.5. So go ahead to mark your shoulder to bust, under bust, waistline for the back, your shoulder to waist at the back. Now for your blouse length, you should add at least up to 7 to 8 inches after your waistline, looking at what we have on the dress. You want to go ahead to measure your shoulder. Whatever you have, you're going to divide it by 2, and you're going to place your tape from your zipper line and mark. After marking that, you're going to come down by 1 inch to connect your shoulder slope. Mark your basic neckline, which is 3 inches, right? Then you're going to come down by 1 inch for the neckline. So what we have here is actually a built-up neckline collar for this dress, but I'll mark out a basic neckline first and go ahead to connect it. So after connecting at this point, the next step I'll take is to connect from the neckline to the shoulder slope. I'm going to find my armhole line, and to get that is your bust measurement divided by 6 plus 1.5 inches. Whatever you get, you're going to mark a straight line there. Back your tape, starting from your zipper line, mark your shoulder divided by 2. Extend this all the way up. After marking this, you're going to place your tape and divide what you have here into 2 equal parts and mark the midpoint. You're going to come in here by ½ inch and then place your tape and mark your bust measurement divided by 4. You're going to connect from the midpoint of your armhole all the way to the upper part of your shoulder and to your bust measurement divided by 4. Next step you take is to mark your dart, which you mark your nipple to nipple divided by 2, and you're going to mark this all the way to the lower part of your pattern. After you're done marking this, you're going to place your ruler and you're going to connect this all the way to your blouse length. The dart intake, come down by 1 inch from the bust, ½ inch on both sides of the waistline, then measure about 6 inches after the waistline of this dress. Now connect this all the way up and to the upper part. Now you're going to connect whatever you have from the waistline, the dart intake, all the way to 6 inches after the waistline. The next step is to insert your body measurement. Place your tape and mark your round bust measurement divided by 4. When you're making a blazer, you do not need much sewing allowance. 1 inch is enough. Here you're going to mark the under bust measurement divided by 4. You will pick this dart intake you have here, replace it, and you add your stitching allowance. Now go down to the waistline and mark your waist measurement divided by 4. Now you're going to pick the dart intake you have here also, replace it by the side and add your stitching allowance. After marking that, the lower part, you're going to mark your hip measurement divided by 4 and also add 1 inch for stitching allowance. When you're making a blazer, you do not need much stitching allowance. So I'm just going to connect from here all the way to the upper part and to the waistline of my pattern. Now connect it all the way to the hip point of this pattern. So this is what I have for the back. Step is to get rid of your zipper bulge. At the back of your dress, you're going to come in by ½ inch at the zipper, and you're going to extend this all the way up. After extending it to the upper part, we're going to extend this all the way to the blouse length, 6 inches after the waistline, which is closer to the hip point. For the basque effect at the back of the dress, you're going to come down at least 2.5 to 3 inches. So after marking this now, you will blend this all the way out. I outlined my pattern to make it more visible for you to see. Now from the neckline, I'll come up 1.5 inches. 1.5 inches to 2 inches is okay. Then you connect it 2 inches after that to blend into your shoulder. Now I will take this all the way up. If you look at the back neckline of the dress, you will notice it's a built-up neckline, but it is not that much. It should be 1.5 to 2.5 inches high, right? It is not way too much. So I'm just going to go ahead to connect this or outline that part of my dress. come up by 1 inch at this point, and then you're going to connect. Now there's a slit at the back of the dress. You come in by 1 after the zipper and connect. After connecting, from these 3 inches you came down from your basque, extend this all the way down. After extending this at this point, measure your back neckline, that is minus the zipper. Where the zipper stops, what I have is 3.5 inches. Just like when you're marking your normal collar for your blazer, you do not include the zipper if the blazer has a zipper. So the next step now is to come down a bit, half inch from the under bust, and connect it back to the under bust, just to recreate exactly what we have on the dress. I'll go ahead to outline. The waistline of the dress, come in by your sewing allowance first, then blend in your dart, then connect it to that your basque line. So we are almost done with drafting the back pattern of this dress. So the next step is just to mark these lines to indicate we have boning lines at this area of the dress. This is where you have your crepe, then your transparent mesh at this part, or your chantilly lace. Now I'll go ahead to cut this out. So if you have any questions so far, please kindly go ahead to ask. Now I'll chop this part off. Then also remember to close up your zipper allowance, then cut out the darts that you're not using for the dress. Now for the lower part, you will blend the darts. Now let's cut the front part of this dress. So for the front part of this dress, I added like 5 inches here for the lapel area. This is my starting point, my shoulder to bust, under bust, my shoulder to waist at the front, and then add extra 7 to 8 inches after your waistline. Now from here, I'll mark the shoulder measurement divided by 2, then I'll come down by 1 inch here. I'll mark a basic neckline of 3 inches, place my ruler, connect to my shoulder slope. The next step is to find your armhole line. To get that, is your bust measurement divided by 6 plus 1.5 inches. Whatever you get, mark, place your ruler and draw out a straight line at that point. After marking this now, you want to place back your tape and mark your shoulder measurement divided by 2. Place your ruler, draw a straight line at that point. After this, mark your bust measurement divided by 4 here. Now place your tape and divide your armhole into 2 equal parts and mark the midpoint. From here, you come in by ½ inch. Your curve drew, connect from the armhole to the shoulder and to your bust measurement divided by 4. I'm going to mark out a basic neckline of 3 inches at this point. So after marking that, go ahead to place your curve drew and connect. This will serve as a guide to draw out the neckline of the dress, the collar area. So now I'll start by marking my dart. Measure your nipple to nipple, divide it by 2. Whatever you have, you mark. My nipple to nipple is 7 inches divided by 2. It will give me 3.5, which I marked. I'll place my tape and come down 6 inches after the waistline, just like we did for the front pattern. Now place your ruler, connect from the bust to the waistline and connect all the way to your dart length. Now for the dart intake, I'll come down by 1 inch here, and I'll mark ½ inch on both sides of the waistline. Go ahead to connect your dart from here to the upper part on both sides. Now you'll be extending this to that 6 inches after your waistline that you marked earlier. Let's insert your body measurement. Place your tape, mark your bust measurement divided by 4, then add your stitching allowance of 1 inch. Place your tape at the under bust, mark your under bust measurement divided by 4. Measure the dart intake, replace it, and add your stitching allowance. Now at the waistline, place your tape and mark your waist measurement divided by 4. Whatever you get, mark it on your waistline. Now pick this dart intake you have here, replace it by the side, then add your stitching allowance. Whatever that you take out, make sure you replace it. Now you're going to place your tape and mark your hip measurement divided by 4 here, and also add your stitching allowance. After marking this, I'll go ahead to connect my pattern. Next step is to mark the built-up neckline for the front pattern. come up by 1.5 to 2 inches here, or 2.5, and then go in by 2 inches. This totally depends on how high you want yours to be, but from what we have on the thumbnail, 1.5 to 2.5 should be okay for the height, right? Either you use 1.5 or even use 2 inches for yours. So now you want to take that measurement you have at the back neckline, which is 3.5 inches. Now you're going to extend it to the upper part, just like when you're cutting for your collar for your blazer. That 3.5, I'll mark it, then come out by ½ inch here, and then blend it out into my initial neckline. So from here now, at the center, you notice that we have like an opening there. So instead of marking 1 inch, I don't want it to be too much, I'm using 0.75, or you can even use ½ inch if you don't want to have much opening, so that by the time you cut out on both sides, spacing you have won't be much. So 0.5 to 0.7 should be okay at this point. I'll just go ahead and blend out what I have here. For the width of the neckline of the collar, I will use 3 inches, right? 3 inches should be enough. So this is like a shawl collar. It connects all the way to the under bust. Now I'll start extending what I have here all the way to the lower part. So as I'm extending, I'm coming out a bit. I'm using like 5 inches here. Now I'll still readjust here. It is best to like cut out something big. If it's not okay, you readjust, than to cut out something that is a bit small. So I'll connect it back to the under bust of my pattern, and I'll go ahead to outline my pattern. I'll also go ahead to outline the rest of my pattern. If you have any questions so far, please kindly go ahead to ask. Outline the under bust part of my pattern. Next, I'll mark my bust dart. To get your bust dart is the difference between your shoulder to waist in front and your shoulder to waist at the back. For instance, your shoulder to waist at the front is 17, while your shoulder to waist at the back is 16. You're going to subtract 16 from 17. I have is 1 inch, which I'll mark and then connect to my nipple point. From here now, you decide how deep you want it to be, at least 2 inches to 3 inches after your under bust line. Then I'll go ahead to outline this all the way down. Basque at the front part, I'll come down by 3 inches. Now come in by your sewing allowance first before marking out your basque. Go ahead to blend your darts and outline this. So this is what you will have. Now we are going to work on the lower part of this dress. I'm going to come in by ½ inch at this point. Then I will come down a bit by ½ inch, then connect it all the way to the upper part. After connecting, I'll go ahead to outline. Then I'm going to come up by the side 1 inch, and I'll go ahead to connect. So this is what I have here. So I'll just make a mark to indicate that I have boning lines on this part of my pattern. The lower part, you connect from your waist to your hip point. So the hip point of the person putting on the dress is actually very big. So mine is not that big. So you try to create like a little curve, make it a bit curvy, and connect this all the way down. So after connecting this now, we're going to go ahead, cut out this pattern, and then you notice the dress has like an inner mesh dress inside. We are also going to cut out that part out. Now when cutting your pattern, go ahead to blend out your bust dart, and if you have any questions so far, please kindly go ahead to ask. After cutting that out, so let's blend the collar. Now if you're not okay with what you have, please readjust it a bit. If you feel the collar is too wide, then you just cut it out a bit. So this is what you have for the upper part. Then cut out the dart, merge this as one piece, and here's the lower part. So for this dress, there's an inner dress on it. What you have to do is to mark out your basic measurement, then add at least 4 to 5 inches after your under bust Now you're going to mark out a basic neckline for both the front and the back. You're going to use one pattern to cut the front and the back. The only difference for the back is that the back neckline is 3 by 1 inch, while the front neckline will be 3 by 2.5 inches. Now after marking your neckline, mark the bust measurement and just add 1 inch to it. Then you mark your under bust measurement, add 1 inch stitching allowance. Then mark your waist measurement, add your stitching allowance. All you have to do is to go ahead to connect. Now to cut out this pattern, after cutting out the front pattern, you're going to add a zipper allowance to the back, or if you're using a stretchy fabric, or rather you have to use a stretchy chantilly lace for this part. This is because the men blazer has a zipper at the back already, so if you use a zipper at the back, it will have like double zipper lines. All you have to do is either add your zipper by the sides of your dress or use a very stretchy chantilly lace to cut out your pattern. So for the front neckline, if you measure it, we have 4 inches, while for the back neckline we have 3.5 inches. So you're going to cut out the collar for the neckline. That is the total neckline collar for the back of this dress. Now what you're going to do is 3.5 plus 4 inches will give you 7.5 inches. So you're going to mark this on fold. Now whatever you have, divide it by 2. Come up by ½ inch at this point, then you connect it to the midpoint. For the height of the collar, you can use 2 inches, right, for the height of the collar. Or if you feel 2 inches is not enough, please go ahead to use 3 inches, 2 to 3 inches for the height of the collar. Then you go ahead to cut out. So you'll be cutting this on fold. So this is for the inner part of the dress. You're going to wear that part separately and go ahead to wear the men blazer of the dress.